What is another name for an extraterrestrial train conductor? An alien engineer. Welcome to the stream, my friends. I hope you're doing well tonight. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Bubsy 3D. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist repeating the punchline with a different setup. That gives you a window. It gives you a window into Jolly and Mai's into our drafting process. When we try to come up with a joke. But welcome in, Dead Zergling, first in chat tonight, followed by Final Fantasy. Bubsy time, but first a terrible joke, Zergling says. More Bubsy, Final says. I'm glad you're liking it, actually. Sometimes I play a game everyone seems to hate, and it becomes my guilty pleasure too. I wouldn't call this a guilty pleasure. I'm just genuinely enjoying this game. We've got Cows Are Important and Lucent Jelly. Welcome in to both of you. Sir Rack of Lamb, welcome in. Great to see you. I almost overlooked you there. I'm glad I didn't. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And I don't know how to read this. I don't know how to read I don't remember how I'm supposed to read this number. But N3, etc. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you're doing well. Circling says, notice how the demo, he doesn't feel the need to collect every atom. Well, in truth, I try not to look at the game when the demo is playing. I don't like to watch the game play itself and spoil me on things. So I can't say that I've noticed that. Very anti-Frownie demo, Final says. Yeah, but I mean, frequently the demo play is just atrocious. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if the demo wasn't playing to my very exacting standards. Zergling isn't wrong, though. We are collecting every atom. This is not just a first playthrough of Bubsy 3D. This is a 100% playthrough of Bubsy 3D. We are taking our time, we're going slow, and we are playing thorough. I am collecting 100% of the rockets and 100% of the atoms, even though the game doesn't track them. Furbitten Planet. I was unaware the subtitle of the game was such a terrible, wonderful pun, Cow says. Yeah, pun titles are a... Bubsy 1 is titled Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind. If you didn't catch that one. Pun title. Bubsy is no stranger to pun titles. Some good news, Final says. Referral is out. Should be meeting with the surgeon in a month or two. Cured my boredom by playing Skyward Sword with motion controls. Getting an hour and a half or more of quality Zelda gameplay every day. Now, which is doing wonders for my sanity. Very nice. Not crazy about games with motion controls myself, but I'm glad you're having a good time with it. I actually have never played any form of Skyward Sword. I got 2 Zelda beanies today, too. Oh, very nice. Alright, I think we're, caught up. I think I'm caught up with the chat. If I missed someone or something, my apologies. That is way too hot to drink. Alright, so let's get back into the game. Time to press some buttons. When it's done loading. You can have up to 15 simultaneous save files in Bubsy 3D. Alright, so where we left off last time, we defeated this boss. And we are currently caught up. We've got all the rockets and atoms, I do believe, on every stage leading up to this point. I haven't actually checked the VODs to make sure about these first couple levels yet, but I will by the time the playthrough's done. I'm pretty sure I remember getting them all on every other stage. So we're gonna see something new. Starting off in unexplored territory tonight. Just can't get enough of that Bubsy goodness. 15 seems a little low, Final says. Uh-oh. Immediately begin the stage standing before a firing squad of enemies. This is a new environment. This is the first stage that doesn't just look like a generic factory. There's like... they kind of, sort of made it look like an environment. Interesting. Alright, so there's some projectiles there for us if we want them. I mean, I definitely do. I think I'm going to try and hold off on picking them up for as long as I can. Wait a minute! We can blow up the electric guy? Wait a minute! What even is this game? I just assumed he was invincible. I can't believe that. That's what I get for not experimenting. Oh my goodness. Oh, cool. Did I have to bounce off that enemy to get up here? Oh no, I could have used that platform there. Huh. Oh. Oh, I see. I like the... What? All I could say here is good luck, sir. Very well, I have been silenced, Final says. What? Have I... No, I'm... Bubsy is a good thing. I'm wrong about everything. My life is a lie. I mean, it's not... to be clear, it's not a great game. It's very janky. It's very frustrating to control. I can't really... Like, it's not a game I can defend, but it is a game I can enjoy. Yeah, I had no idea I could destroy that lightning guy. That makes everything way better. I think this is water. Yeah, that's definitely water. I think I cannot enter the water. I'm gonna... Well, I mean, I assumed I couldn't attack the lightning guy, and I was wrong about that, so maybe I'm wrong about the water, but I don't think so. I'm gonna assume I can't enter the water. I must be able to enter the water. Oh, I probably can't enter the water. I probably gotta throw a thing at that. Oh, why did I collect the other one? I don't think this gives me a line of sight. I don't think this one's gonna work. Maybe. It's too high! Oh, it came back and punched me. Get out of here, game. Well... Can Bubsy swim? No. Bubsy is so bad it's good. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. It's just like, after a while, you kind of get used to the controls, and it's really not so terrible once you do. I mean, there's some stuff, like some of the enemies always remain frustrating. Particularly underwater. The underwater sections are really difficult to live with. I think I pulled off a 1 in a million shot taking out this electric guy earlier. I kind of have a strong feeling it's... I'm not gonna... Oh! I was just saying I could never do it again, and I did it. Okay, that atom that's way out there in the water, if I play my cards right, I won't even have to collect that. So the thing is, we're going for all the atoms. There are 200 atoms per stage, but sometimes there are more than 200 atoms per stage. So, if I can get more than 200 atoms on this stage, then that one in the corner doesn't bother me at all.
Look, I'm a rule convention.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I really don't see anything that would be worthwhile to throw these at up here. This city skyline that's in the distance, I feel like I've seen it before. I don't feel like this is original art. I feel like they ripped this from somewhere. Stockholm Syndrome. You have to experience Bubsy 3D to explain it. I mean, for the longest time, I'd always heard just how terrible this game was, and how miserable it was, but it's really not that bad. I think, like, it definitely makes a really bad first impression. But I feel like most of the people who have criticized this game, I feel like there's a good chance that it's getting a lot of criticism from people who haven't actually played it, but they're just going by what it looks like and what they've seen. Or people who haven't played it for very long, because if you play it for a little while, it does get better. But it does. There's no denying it. It makes a stunningly terrible first impression. This game. There's no way around that.
Feel like a million.
No. The lightning makes Bubsy move faster as well. I'm probably gonna have to restart this stage. Oh, maybe it doesn't make him move faster, but I had momentum carry me into the water there. So I don't know what was up with that. Misfortune. Oh, okay. I was worried we weren't going to be able to jump on top of these mosquito guys. But we can, so that's okay. We're fine. I'll go back for those atoms in a little while. No, why? Cal says it's really the background. It's really familiar with me too. I couldn't tell you from what, but that probably means it's from something you've played on stream. So I've kept, for a long time, I've kept a list of the games that we've beaten on stream in the Discord, and I've been converting that over to a Google spreadsheet, and I just finished 2022, so I've got 2 years in the spreadsheet now, and it looks like the first year we beat 109 games, and the second year we beat 101 games. And some of those are duplicated entries because I mean, I don't count every time we beat a game on stream, but if we complete a challenge like a 1 credit or a deathless run, then that gets a separate entry. So there's a few duplicates for challenges, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. About 100 games a year. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what 2023 is going to look like. We played a lot of big games. We played a lot of long games in 2023. So it's probably going to be a shorter it's probably going to make for a shorter list. Because there was a lot of Dark Souls, there was a lot of Battletoads, there was a lot of Tears of the Kingdom, so Dark Souls actually started in 2022, but it didn't finish until spring of the next year. I don't like these mosquitoes, by the way. These mosquitoes are a bad enemy. They are really tough to deal with. They fly up too high to jump on, conveniently at least, and they fire a wicked projectile. They are going to greatly increase the odds that we're going to see a checkpoint. They are greatly increasing the odds that we're going to see a game over at some point. Final says, I think because you're so patient that you do well with it, with Bubsy. I think patience plays a big role in a lot of games. This is, I wouldn't deny that. I wouldn't deny that. You've gotta... It's really important to have patience with most games, and especially with sort of your below average games. Having a deep well of patience is gonna give you a much better experience. It can be developed, it can be learned. I didn't always have such patience myself. Or maybe I did. Maybe I did and I just never knew it. But I don't think I did. Good advice. Sometimes I'm playing an 8 out of 10 game, wishing I was playing a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah. This guy gives stupid a bad name.
Ten out of 10 is an average score. Yeah, those mosquitoes are rough. They shouldn't have put those in the game. Bubsy is ill-equipped for handling those mosquitoes. Problem with 10 out of 10 games is there's only like 20 of them. I called this a continue earlier by accident when I said, oh, like, oh boy, a checkpoint. I said, oh boy, a continue or something like that. But what it is, the thing about that is that the symbol of 2 arrows going around each other, that was the symbol for continues in Bubsy 1 and 2. So, I actually, like, I was wrong, but for a very good reason. They repurposed an old symbol for this game. Maybe this background looks like the maybe this backdrop looks like something from one of the Powerpuff Girls games. I can't think of I can't picture anything in particular, but it seems a likely culprit. Congo, welcome in. Conga Line Monkey is here. Great to have you. Everything looked like this in the 90s. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just that. I'm picturing just an amalgam of the 90s. The 90s were the 80s with more teal. Well, that is, I'm all in favor of more teal. My Game Boy Color was a teal green Game Boy Color. I think that's what its official title was. It's teal. The 80s were the best. There's a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff I love comes out of the 80s. So this is going to activate this platform. Oh, platforms. Plural. Let's go then. I got Florida Marlins shirts as a kid because of the teal. I didn't live in Florida, and I didn't watch their games, Conga says. Well, you definitely got me beat then on the teal representation front, because it did not my enthusiasm for teal never led me to purchase sports memorabilia that I had no interest in. AKA all sports memorabilia. You've become enamored with this game. Nocturne, welcome in. I mean, I can't deny that. That happened pretty quickly, though. I was, I think by the second night, this game had me all turned around. I'm a fan. Bubsy 3D, let's go. I don't know how I got lucky enough for that to miss. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Welcome to my new favorite game. Hope you're having a great night, my friend. I really like, I especially like Bubsy 3D when there are no enemies around. When you get to do some platforming in peace. That's when things are at their best. I guess most of the times in my life are most of the best times in my life in general are those times when there are no enemies around. Generally speaking, if you have enemies around. The likelihood that it's a bad time dramatically increases. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, then? That game is my enemy. Watch this movie called Bad Moon, Derek says. Never heard of it. It's pretty good, actually. I've never heard of it either. This is the first time. It's nice when you take a risk on something and it pays off, though. Glad you enjoyed it. There's so many very shaped cows in Harvest Moon. Very orb-shaped cows. I think if that game had 20-minute cutscenes every 15 seconds, it might just be your most hated game of all time. When do we stop talking about Harvest Moon and start talking about Metal Gear Solid? Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. I wanna... I don't know. We tried playing a Harvest Moon game on the stream, but... I don't know... I don't know that I'm very good at making Harvest Moon interesting for people who live outside of my head. Harvest Moon 64 didn't really go very well. We kind of abandoned that playthrough. So, like, as much as I want to say that, like, I'd like to give, like, A Wonderful Life another chance, I'd have to do it on the stream, and I'm gun-shy in terms of playing another Harvest Moon game on the stream, I think. Yeah, Harvest. It's you know, it's a slow. Yeah, you're not wrong, Nocturne. It's a slow paced experience, and I'm sure it's very dull when you're not in the driver's seat for most people. Certainly, someone can make it interesting, but I don't think that's within my powers. So I'd like to say I would be willing to give a Wonderful Life another look. I'm not convinced that I would enjoy it because I think that some of my problems with it are fundamental flaws of the game. But I think I understand. I also think I understand a bit of what people like so much about it, and so that mostly being the interaction with the NPCs in the game. And I would be curious to see what it has to offer on that front, but I just don't think that I could ever get around to doing it. I haven't heard of A Wonderful Life, but I hope it's a brawler based on the classic film, Conga says. Now there's a 10 out of 10 game concept. No. Stay tuned, Metal Gear Solid up next. Let me catch up here. I missed a few things. Yeah, when you play Metal Gear, I mean, I'm sorry, I meant watch. Grab your Dune popcorn bucket and go to town. I'm not sure what shape they are, but they are very shaped. Harvest Moon is a hard sell for the masses, Final says. Trying to explain what makes these games good ends up putting your friends to sleep. I'm happy as long as we visit the cows, the cow says. Moobert is your proposed name. If even Frownie thinks the game might be too slow, the game is probably too slow, Zergling says. My one complaint about Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons is it's just too repetitive. Wake up, take care of crops and livestock, do a few errands, go to sleep, repeat. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like that's... It's like a, They're like mobile games, like... they're meant to, like, turn your brain off and just, like, sort of fall into a semi-hypnotic state. So the repetition helps with that, right? But you know, the repetition is relaxing. It's a zen-like experience after a while. I don't know. I really like Harvest Moon games. A Wonderful Life I don't like. But I loved Friends of Mineral Town and A New Beginning are the Harvest Moon games that really drew me in. Speaking of mobile games, I was just checking Netflix on my tablet. You got the GTA trilogy and a few other games. Netflix has games. When you pick up on sale, like Storyteller. Storyteller, I don't think I've heard of. Frownie even made horse racing simulators kind of awesome. It sounds like Harvest Moon has taken things too far.
That's better.
You know, we did also play. We did the other thing about Harvest Moon though was we did also play it. I believe it was much earlier on in the streams life when we had fewer regulars. So, you know, having a bigger crowd of people really helps compensate, I think, for a slower, duller game. So if we tried Harvest Moon again, it might even go. It might actually go better. It might actually go better if we tried it again. So maybe I won't rule it out completely, but not anytime soon. I'd be more interested to try and play some Animal Crossing on stream than I would Harvest Moon currently. And I don't have plans for that either, but just of the two, I would be more interested. He thinks we're regular, Conga says.
Sting like a bee.
Yeah, who'd have thunk? Final says. Yeah, that's surprising information to me. I didn't know you could get games off of there. Harvest Moon starring Bubsy. Oh my goodness. I mean, if it had a bunch of Bubsy voice samples, it would automatically be, like, far less of a stress-free and relaxing experience. Metal Gear Solid, Dark Souls 2, Harvest Moon. Which would you play first? Oh, Dark Souls 2, easily. That's... That's an easy one. I'm very much looking forward to Dark Souls 2. That one we haven't put off because I don't want to play it. That one we're putting off just because I know it's a big commitment. And because I'm not yet I haven't actually set up my PlayStation 3 for streaming. You heard it here, Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. You might be disappointed if you tune in for that. Looks like I went up there. I know where I need to go next on the map. It's just I think it's a one-way trip if I head in that direction, and so I've got to make sure I clear out everything back here first, or we're gonna be in a world of hurt. Leave that there a moment. Actually, pick it up now. I'm ready for it. Bubsy would be too OP for Dark Souls. Animal Crossing is always a good time, Cal says. Oh, I like that vote. Did I get it? I did. I did get it. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to. I hit myself in the face getting it, but it was worth it. I've been on this wall. Have I been over this wall? Probably. Oh, hang on. I think I know where I am. Yeah, I do know where I am. Okay. I don't know if I have to use these somewhere, but I'm just going to spend them now so they go into my pocket instead of being wasted when I die. And if there was somewhere else that I needed them, I'll just have to repeat the level and take that risk. See no reason why they can't release Dark Souls 2 on Switch. I mean, that would be super convenient for me. I watched an entire playthrough of Animal Crossing on YouTube. It's a great series, Final says. Yeah, I like Animal Crossing. I played, what was the one on the DS? The Wild World? I think that was the first Animal Crossing I played. I don't really remember it very well. I know I played it for, well, I don't know. I don't know how many hours I played it for. It might not have been as long as I think it is, because I don't remember it, like I said. I thought Animal Crossing was cool when the one came out on the GameCube. I didn't play that one, but my buddy had it, and he showed me some of it, and I thought it was really cool. And so eventually I got the one on the DS when that was a thing and played that for a while. But it really wasn't until New Horizons that I was really serious about an Animal Crossing game. And boy was I serious about that one. I put lots of time into that. As I've shared multiple times. It's too tied to the lockdown for me to go back to easily, Konga says. Yeah, I wouldn't go back to New Horizons, I don't think. But I would probably want to play the GameCube game. If I were gonna play one of them. It might be like lacking in content and features comparatively, but at least to a degree, but I think that's where I would have the most fun. Playing one now. Hey, Rig, welcome in. Listen to music and time just flies when I start doing that. No worries. Happy to have you here. As early or as late as I can. No worries. When New Horizons came out, I seriously said the first week, I've got so much to do and only 14 hours before the store closes. I don't know if I can make the jump to this island over here. Bubsy doesn't jump very far. He made it. Good job, Bubsy. Very proud of you. No, I didn't want to pick this up.
Yes.
We can ledge grab onto that ledge? That doesn't make sense. I'm dead. Please stop firing at me. There we go. Got the checkpoint. Now there's nothing to fear. Death has no sting. Death has no sting to a man with a checkpoint. Good to be here, Greg says. Right on. Thank you for that. Never got into Animal Crossing games. Always some other game I wanted to play more, Greg says. How goes Bubsy 3D? It's going well. It's going well. This is our first level of the night. So how this level goes sets the tone for us, right? So far it looks good, but I never know if I'm gonna get all the collectibles on my first go or not. It always seems more likely that I won't than I will. It's hard. It's hard to first try a lot of these levels. Unlimited continues. I don't know about that. We have limited lives. When we game over, I'm not really sure what happens when we game over. Probably our score resets. I've got quite a few lives though. 37 lives, not a bad life count. I don't think that's all that bad. Okay. The level does continue off in that other direction. There's a new kind of enemy on this stage though that's very difficult to deal with. These mosquitoes are... I feel like I'm almost guaranteed to take at least one piece of damage from every mosquito I encounter, it seems. least one piece of damage from every mosquito. It's very odd. It's very, very unexpected to me that Bubsy can ledge grab on these sloped walls here. That's unusual. What an unusual game. Forty-one more atoms seems a tall order as well.
It's just too easy.
Too easy, Bubsy. Just too easy, you say? Oops. How did I go from needing 41? Went from needing 41 atoms to only needing 23? That's like half of what I needed I've already collected. I guess there were a lot on that one strip of descending platforms. That's I didn't realize I was collecting them so swiftly. That platform down there, that blue area, might be the last section of the level then. I see there's a lot more mosquitoes down there because, you know, why wouldn't there be? That's rough. That's rough. This guy's positioned in a way to be able to hit you real easily. Just the timing and everything lines up to the enemy's benefit. I'm gonna leave that I think my life. I think that invisibility might be more valuable to me than my lives. So I'm gonna hang on to that and just. Face all these guys head on. I wonder if any of these are breakable. Thank you for the follow, my new friend. I'll preserve your anonymity if that's what you would prefer, but I'm very grateful to have you with us and for the follow. Thank you very much for that. No.
You're not so tough.
No, there's way too many of these guys. Come on now. Really do not want to accidentally run through the exit. That would be a horrible mistake. Alright, look at this. 200, that's all the atoms for the stage. Ignore all of these extra atoms. Pay no attention to all these extra atoms.
Just like Mom used to make.
So this happens if you're unfamiliar with Bubsy 3D. I've discovered that this situation here where you have a ton of extra atoms, this happens because atoms are your projectile, and sometimes they give you a set of projectile atoms, which are not supposed to count towards your atom count, but they do anyway. Well, one of them counts towards your atom count, and then the rest are just bonus. So that's how we end up with 209. And I'm saying that not just because I have 209 now, but because I noticed it on the other level that I ended up with 199 because I never used any of the 10 projectile items that I got. So the first one of those must be intended to count, and the rest are just bonus. I still didn't get the other rocket for this stage, though, so I haven't done everything. I'm still missing something vital. And if it's locked behind, something I need a projectile for, I'm now just out of luck. So that's not good. Oh, I wonder if the rocket actually might be just out over the water somewhere, and we have to throw a thing at it like we did for that one atom.
Talent.
Are games like this even possible to 100%? Sure. Why not? There are two major collectibles on every stage, and there's a fixed number. There's a sort of fixed number of minor collectibles. So, you know, if you know how much of everything there is, if it's reliable, if you can depend on there to be a particular amount of everything, then yeah, you can get them all. I wonder if I can jump back over to that area. I can't get off of this island. Things that are oddly placed or items that I missed. Well, I mean, it's hard to 100% some of these levels on my first try, because sometimes there are like quirky parts that you can mess up and then have to restart the level. That happens a lot more than I wish it did. But there hasn't been anything. I haven't encountered anything so far that locks me completely out of completing any levels. It just forces me to restart sometimes. First playthroughs of any game can be hard to 100%, yeah. Totally. I usually require quite a bit of time before I'm able to figure everything out on any one particular level, much less an entire game. Much less an entire game's worth of stuff. Hey, Chozo, welcome in. Welcome back to Bubsy. I was enjoying this level. But I missed a rocket and now I'm sad. I am late. Well, we've got, you know, hopefully, we've got plenty more Bubsy 3D yet tonight. So, even if you missed a bit, should still be lots ahead of us. I even tried to break this. It didn't work. I don't know where it could be. I think we just gotta take this level again from the top. You hated this level? I thought this level, aside from missing one of the rockets, I thought this level went really well. I don't like the mosquito enemies on this level. They're really rough, but I got I got one of the rockets and I got all the atoms first try. So all things considered there, I think this one went pretty well for me. Like the background though. Alright. So let's just see. That's right, we got a bonus round. That went well. Sorry, I'm probably gonna be yawning all night. I'm very sleepy. Missed one rocket. I know game. Zot's nice. What? Nice. First try on that guy. Let's go. I'm just gonna try to break every window. I mean, I really don't think there would be one in this part of the map, since there's already one over here in this part of the map. And, while I said I'm gonna try and break every window, I'm gonna miss some of them, undoubtedly. Surely I tried to break that already. Ow. Me too, really tired, Greg says. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I just had I don't know, I didn't sleep well. A lot of tossing and turning. I got a weird day ahead of me tomorrow, too, because Jelly and I have another doctor's appointment tomorrow. Our test results from last week were somewhat anomalous, and so we have to follow up this week. So, and that's tomorrow, actually. So, once again, fingers crossed for us, if you're so inclined, my friends. Thank you for the good luck, cows. We are naturally hoping for the best. Hope all goes well. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. I'll, we'll fill you in detail at some point down the road.
Look, a maroon convention.
Hopefully it'll be good news when we do. I think the rocket is hanging out somewhere over top of the water. I think that hypothesis has a lot of merit to it. So, just the problem was, by the time I thought to check, we were locked into the second part of the map with no way back over here. So, I know it's not over there, but I don't know. Excuse me. I've lost 10 lives? Oh no, I did not want to pick that up. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh no, I lost 1 life. Alright, I thought it said 26. I remembered having 37 lives at one point. So I was having 10 fewer than I thought was potentially was setting me on edge. I've already collected all the atoms. I don't know what I'm recollecting them for. I guess the thing, recollecting them, while completely pointless, on the one hand, does let me eliminate places I've already been.
Sting like a bee.
Hey, we've got a raid coming in. Shoots Wolf, thank you for the raid, my friend. Hope you're having an excellent night. Welcome to more Bubsy 3D. We're still struggling our way toward 100%. Sky Collective, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us tonight. I actually just finished this level, but I missed one of the rockets. I got one rocket and I got all the atoms, so I don't actually need to collect all the atoms right now. I'm just doing it because I can't help myself. These mosquitoes are unmanageable. How did that hit me? How did that hit me? I moved twice, and I'm still in its path? I don't buy it, game. This game lies. This game lies. Pizza and Frownie, Chozo says. A saga indeed. Jelly and I had tacos for dinner tonight. Just some regular, like box of hard shells and like a box kit taco set. They were quite satisfying. Scheming Miner, welcome in. Hope you are well tonight. Bogus mosquito.
Ay, caramba!
Tacos are om nom nom, Choso says. Yeah, they make for a good, like, low effort meal. The old box taco kit. We reach for those when we. Well, like tonight when I'm kind of low energy. That's the thing to do. Bit tired, but hopefully not going through as much trouble as you have been in this game. Scheming Miner says, thank you. Sorry to hear you're tired. I can relate to that. I'm feeling low energy myself. I was just saying a moment ago too. I feel good. Like, spirits are pretty high. Little
Stupid stampede!
I got a little, like, some of my mental processes are running in the background, being mildly nervous about my doctor visit tomorrow, but
I needed that!
outside of that, like, spirits are generally very high. I'm just didn't sleep so well today. Thank you. I definitely appreciate the positive wishes. Spaghetti and tacos, both of the big low energy meals to make. Either that, or it was sloppy joes. I haven't had a sloppy joe in a lifetime. Wow, I can't. It's been that one's been a long time. Might be good to make. Might be good to make sometime. Spaghetti's always been a little bit more of a high effort thing for me, because there's no like, I don't have a jarred sauce. I don't have a like a pre-made spaghetti sauce that I really like. I'm sure there's a good one out there. I've always been like, I'm weird when it comes to food anyway. I've got all kinds of like peculiarities and hang-ups about a lot of foods, so, but I haven't been bold enough to do the research to find a jar of sauce that I really like. So making spaghetti has always been a from scratch ordeal for me. unbreakable? No. Oh my goodness. Where am I ever gonna find this rocket? It's really annoying when there's a couple of them next to each other and they fire the projectile so that it hits you as you take out one of the enemies, so there's really no avoiding it. It just doesn't feel fair to take damage when you successfully land on an enemy. To have these guys working in sync against me, like, very upsetting. You know, I should have just accepted they're on the same team, right? But they didn't technically cheat me or anything, but it feels like it. Almost as bad as getting hit by that thing. When again, I was jumping out of the way. It's not my fault that the game did not draw a straight line. Alas.
You're not so tough.
I don't know how I didn't take damage there. That was nothing short of miraculous. Those mosquitoes are closer to melee. I thought they were. There's probably no reason why I shouldn't just go ahead and hit that platform switch, but I don't know. You never know what you don't know. I don't know for sure that oh my goodness.
Surrender, aliens!
My own ledge grab is betraying me now. Chills running down my spine. Well, I wasn't actually aiming for that enemy, but you know, I'll take it. No, I was trying to get on the platform. I don't care about this ledge. Ugh. No. I found it. I found it, my friends. We're gonna get these extra lives, then we're gonna go get the rocket. Let's go. Life is good now. That was good. That's hidden in a good place. I can't, you know, I'm sad I didn't find it on our first trip through here, but I can't really be mad about it. So look at the bottom left. Right, you see there's a stationary platform over there. There's this one that's moving in front of me. There's also one to the bottom left. See it there? And then if I pan the camera, look, it'll never come into frame. It should move. It should have moved into our view a long time ago. But objects that are off camera frequently cease to exist. And so it won't, that platform, it'll always be there. It's always gonna be there, but it won't move again until I reveal it on the camera. See, look at that. Isn't that weird? I mean, I understand why it's like that, but the Bubs, it's like the Bubsy exists in the mind of a Bubsy. The world of Bubsy exists in the mind of a deity who lacks object permanence. It's very odd. Somehow that seems about right, Cal says. Getting these platforms to line up so that I can jump from one to the other might take a little while. Oh, or it might happen perfectly right now. Let's go. I never even saw that rocket up there. Okay, I know where I'm trying to get to. All we have to do is get to the exit. Because again, we've already collected all the atoms, so... Victory! Alright, that's a stage cleared. It took some effort, but we did it. Thank you for the trophies and celebratory emotes. Thank you, thank you. Oops. I was pressing the button to get off of the rocket screen, not to enter a level. Days of Thunder. Oh my goodness. Is this going to be a driving level? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, it is. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Hang on, we're going to exit the level. I want to go save. Here we go. So this might be the final row of levels. We do 6 more levels and then a boss. We're definitely not going to get through all that tonight, but it took 2 hours for the first level. It took 2 hours for the first level alone. Maybe this one will go more smoothly, though. Never know. If I have to fly that rocket around, though, probably not. Very high energy music. let's just see what happens when we go for a ride. It's pretty automatic. I feel like this yellow line is probably dangerous to stand on. I don't know why it would be, but that's my instinct, is that the yellow line is dangerous, so don't stand on it.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Hey, Subject Omega, welcome in. That sound effect. I'm dead. You do well at Disneyland. They have giant yellow don't cross lines to wait behind for the parking trams. I've been to Disney World once. Several years ago. I didn't remember do not cross lines, but I don't remember a lot of details of the trip, so playing more Animal Crossing. I will have an attic in less than an hour, and I have money to pay it off. Right on. There are many announcements about don't stand on the yellow lines, so your instincts would be well rewarded there. I see, I see. Yeah, that noise sounds, that rumbling noise just sounds so much like Banjo-Kazooie.
Where's my bowling ball?
Oh, and it's that enemy. I forgot that enemy existed. It was wishful thinking because I would prefer it didn't exist. No. So this flying rabbit is from the bonus stages. It reminds me of Space Station Silicon Valley. So you want to remember that game? It's been years since we played that. Hey Shadow, welcome in. How are you liking the stage? I mean, it's pretty bogus so far. I kind of just got to this one. I spent the first 2 hours on the city stage. I don't like the array of enemies that they pitted me against. I feel ill-equipped to handle their challenges. You do like this stage? I thought that we were going to be flying... For some reason, I imagined we were going to be flying rockets through a tube. Like the, what's that called? Like the Psychro chase in Earthworm Jim. That's what I was, when I saw the title screen for the level, that's what I imagined. Oh! The color of the line tells us how swiftly the rocket is going to sail. I think that's the case. Let's see what the telescope has to say to me. Oh, I do remember Silicon Valley. Space Station Silicon Valley. Yeah, the that purple rabbit reminds me. There's a rabbit with a propeller for a head in that game. I started a playthrough of that game, and I would like to go back and finish it, but are you friend or foe? Foe. Excellent. I'd like to go back and finish it. I was having a really rough time 100%ing it. I got to a stage where I have to ramp I got a fox with wheels for feet, but I have to drive off of a ramp through a collectible. Wasn't working for me. This level is tough. It's gonna be real tough to get all the collectibles off this level. Oh, we may spend the whole rest of tonight on this one stage. You really can't help but resent the choice that they made to make the enemies' hitboxes so big that you can't climb up onto a platform that has an enemy on it. It's like... it's really obnoxious. It would be much nicer if you could actually do that without taking a hit, you know? It'd also be much nicer if it were possible to kill this enemy. I think it's just invincible. I don't know, because I'm trying to experiment and I can't land on it. Ugh. Frustrating. Frustrating. This game is frustrating. Bubsy, why aren't you being my friend anymore? Hey, Tuesday. I don't like this level, Shadow says. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be a rough one. Happy Tuesday, Tuesday. Thank you for the 50 streams. Very nice. A very impressive watch streak, and I am very lucky to have been able to have you here so frequently, so consistently.
I hate it when that happens.
What is this thing up here at the top? I don't even know. I don't know if that's decorative or if that actually is something. Okay. I don't know where I'm trying to get to. The spiders in Animal Crossing are cute. The tarantulas? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I forgot about the, I forgot about the other spiders. I'm not a, I don't have a whole lot of enthusiasm for spiders. I'm pretty, I'm kind of wary of them in general. Love how the two KO arachnids in Animal Crossing are a tarantula, whose bite has less venom than a bumblebee, and a scorpion. One is literally harmless, and the other is pure death. tarantulas are supposed to make you itchy, right? The hair on their legs is like, if that gets on you, it makes your skin itch. I think that's what I've heard. This whole situation is such a mess. Alright, watch out, because the yellow rocket will kill you in the end, it seems. No! I survived. Thank you, Zerglin, for the wheel. I'll give that a spin in just a moment. Pick some of these collectibles up, find a good safe spot to stand. This is not the direction I want to go. I think I'll just hang out by these mountains. Enjoy the game if that's possible. This level's going rough, I'm not gonna lie. This level's much worse than the previous one. But, I think we'll be alright. Omega says they have barbed belly hair. That's probably what I was thinking of. Alright, what do we get? Sour Patch Kids. These are Sour Patch Kids fire variety. They're supposed to be sour and spicy. They claim to have a heat sensation. Really, they're not really either sour or spicy. They're kind of just a delicious fruity treat. So we'll pick some and enjoy. No, although probably deserved after I almost killed you last night. Was that the pistachios? They were brutal. I don't know why that one sample of pistachios was so brutal. Alright, we've got a couple pieces, all the same flavor. I grabbed 4 of them, actually. It says Tropical Flame. I think the Tropical Flame is kind of mango flavored. They're very chewy. I was wondering if maybe they stopped being spicy because they were out of date. But their Best By date is January of next year, so... I think that they were just never really spicy to begin with. Alright, back to it. What is this? Speaking of spiders... Oh... Maybe that switch over there activates the spider. Oh, there's a moving switch. Hang on. I don't think I can reach that. Oh, I was probably supposed to throw a thing at it. And now I wasted them all. Rip the run. There are too many enemies that are impossible to deal with. Just gonna take a trip around the perimeter of the world and just pretty much assume I'm gonna get hit by everything, so nothing has to be a surprise when I do. I don't know what's going on there. I'm being fired upon by enemies that are at the furthest extreme of the opposite sides of the map. And bleeding lives away so rapidly. Oh. What a bad stage. What a bad stage this one is. Looks like a smashing success to me. Well done, Buddha Fingers. Welcome in. I just can't do anything. I can't do anything. Life is hard. The Bubsy devs were not on my side when they made this level. My goodness. My goodness. All the praise I have to give this game, Omega, is that the death animations are still intact. There's just so frequently you're dead before you just never, you just don't have a chance to. You don't even have a chance to think about what it is that's ended you before you're a goner. The decision to have the camera pull in front of Bubsy every time he takes damage is now really starting to get to me. I hadn't fully appreciated just how obnoxious that detail makes it when you take damage, but I appreciate it now. That may be the worst decision they made in the design of this game. Because it makes every time you get hit feel like it lasts an eternity. And with this stage, it's especially bad because when it happens during a rocket ride, you lose your ability to see where the rocket's going. Speaking of rockets, let's go. I question if the game was playtested. I think it almost certainly was, but I think it was playtested by the development team who are already used to its jank. And not able to who were no longer able to see the problems because they were too used to it. That's my hypothesis. Camera's inverted on the rocket.
Keep your arms and legs inside until this ride comes to a full and complete stop.
Why? I'll be very glad to have this level finished with. Though I did also hate the water levels at first. And I mean, I don't really like the water levels now, but I can handle them in a way that I could not at the very start, so maybe we'll get there with this. Still a ton of ground level stuff I never picked up.
Surrender, aliens!
I'm not looking forward to doing that platforming above the pit. That's gonna be yucky. There's no way to avoid so many of these enemies. Oh, I just forgot. I just remembered I'm gonna have to do this whole stage again because of the thing I messed up there. Yuck. This level is also evil. It's a pretty yucky level. That's really all I have to say about it so far. It's yucky. So many enemies that I can't deal with. There's so many ways that life is bad here. This is exactly the kind of level that I'm going to finish with 199 atoms and have to do 40 more times. really cool thing, though, is I think that I'm probably going to run out of, I'm probably going to run out of lives on this level. I think that's going to be even better than finishing with missing atoms is running out of lives. I think it's going to be the real cool part. Did you say why me? Why you, Bubsy? Why me? Bubsy, you've gotten nothing short of exactly what you deserve. I see people get here, not a lot that finish it due to the lack of patience or the yearning for good gameplay. We'll make it through. I know I'm being very negative, but we'll make it through. Eventually. Sure I'm glad I committed to doing an all Atom run though. Sure is. That decision sure is working out for me. Really happy with myself. I have no doubt you will beat it. Frownie is more than mortal. Thank you, Shadow. Sure wish that were true. I really wish I'd seen that switch before I wasted all those atoms, because I just know that that puts me in a losing position. Life up there, that's good. Can't see what I'm heading toward. Is that the start of the level? I think that's the start of the level. Can I make this jump? Good. I don't know how I didn't take damage, but, you know, I'm glad I didn't, but I'm also perplexed.
This'll come in handy.
So, there's a teleport somewhere to get me to the other rocket. I found the other rocket. $144 atoms. Gross. I missed. My internal monologue was almost the same sound that Bubsy made, but a less positive version. He was imitating an engine and I was just groaning. Oh, this awful noise. Why? Why do I have to hear this every 3 seconds over and over again? I'm gonna lose my mind. Split all 144 of those atoms, Frownie. I dare you. I'm glad you reserved the right to hate this game. I wouldn't say that I hate the whole game yet. I just don't like this level. I'm not gonna give up hope on the whole game just for one level. Ooh, that's scary. That's a scary situation. Gotta nuke Bubsy 3D from within Bubsy 3D. They'll never see it coming. What is even the point of that? No, one thing that annoys me in Animal Crossing New Horizons is that they have you build a bridge, and every bridge after that you have to buy. They never address the fact that you built a bridge ever again. Excuse me. I didn't recall that. That is pretty silly. No! Why? You have to buy the... you have to buy the permit to build it. Oh, mosquitoes. I guess I'm supposed to jump to this other one, but I want to make sure I get all the things, so... Can't do that yet. Official clearance from Tom Nook. You know, I have an uncle named Tom, and now that I think about it, he kind of reminds me of Tom Nook. I need to remember to ask my sister if she's ever thought about that before. Hopefully his appearance and not his business practices. Well, actually, I feel like... Tom Nook's business practices are... Well, maybe... Well, I don't know. I'm not very good at business. I sure resent being in debt to Tom Nook, but I can't deny that he's extremely lenient with his repayment program. Is this actually goes in a circle? There's one that goes in a circle and doesn't explode? I never thought I'd see the day. Oh, cool. Good thing I fell out directly into an enemy. It's always where I want to be. I'm just gonna say it right here. I think Tom Nook is a good person, Omega says. I think, I don't know what the rest of that thought was going to be. I think Tom Nook's been very good to me, all in all. I wonder if I'm gonna run to my death. Nope, I'm gonna back up to my death. That's so annoying that it's so annoying that you die. Oh. Who can tolerate? Who has the strength to tolerate this level? Who was that? Because that was not Bubsy's voice. There's the exit. There are 2 collectibles right by the exit. Oh, I think I was right. I am gonna have to do this whole level again. Oh, that's sickening. I think I'm gonna be physically ill. It's all my fault. So I missed out on 12 things. And a rocket. That's quite a lot. Alright, well, let's exit and restart. You may have commissioned a tarantula statue. Terrifying. The stage is frustrating, but it's not impossible. I'm gonna make a beeline for the part that I messed up last time, though. Yeah, 3 bugs to commission a statue. I recall that.
Ah, one-stop shopping!
You know what, I'm just gonna walk into there's no way to eliminate this enemy, so I'm just gonna walk into him and just get it over with.
Would have killed Arnold!
Oh, why is it gotta be a moving target? spider. Where are we going? Can I steer the spider? No, I can just look around. No, I didn't know it was going to disappear. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting. Why would you do that to me, game? So that got 6. I was missing 12, so I still need 6 more. Teleporter. Oh, I see. No! I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. I ruined the level. I hit the wrong button and ruined the level. Can I get back to that without restarting the stage? I don't know if I can. I wanted to lock the camera and look around, but I hit R instead of L. This is a rough stage. This is a very rough stage. If a jump gets me close enough to an enemy that I'm touching it enough to be hit, then I should have touched it enough to kill it on the way through its hitbox. The jank. There's so much jank. There's no logic in Bubsy. There sure isn't. There sure isn't. Okay, the spider does respawn. That's good. And I know that it's going to attempt to drop me in the ocean this time, so that's also good. Knowledge is power. Okay, there wasn't even any point to looking around because there's nothing to see. This is Picador. Okay, rocket. I have to see what's through the other door. On the picket door. And it better be 6 atoms. Oh no. Right. Right. Left. Left. Okay. I think that's every possible combination of thing to do. That was scary. I think we're good. It didn't lead me to any atoms, but I mean, maybe I just missed them down here on the ground somewhere. Alright, 2 sets of 3 is easy enough to overlook. Right. Right. Sure it is. If I sounded unconvinced. You know why I'm not convinced. Would you be convinced? Don't be foolish enough to fall for this game's lies. Please stop. No, now it's up too high. Maybe not. But that one is. Look at the guy. There's no way. He's up there way too high. He's putting enemies where there's no chance of... I just get fired upon with no recourse. I'm still alive. I don't think I had any hits left. Funk. 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 Think, thank, thunk. There's all these just blatantly inescapable enemies. It's just... Oh. I don't understand why they thought it was okay. They thought it was okay to damage us so frequently with unconquerable, unavoidable enemies. It's not cool. I'm not impressed.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
No, I needed that checkpoint. Oh my goodness. Interesting. I did not expect to blow up there. Sorry. No, I forgot that I have to jump there. I confused that for the one after it. Gross indeed, Bubsy. We're not often on the same page, but with that I could not agree more. What is the draw distance on these atoms? Because I can't believe I'm still finding more of them down here at ground level. Really lost at the moment.
Here, let me drive.
I need to ride this one all the way to the end, but jump off at the last moment. Right here, because I need to jump into the next one, and I failed. Ah! It's so difficult. It's so difficult. It's all for that one atom. The only reason I want to make that jump is to get that one atom. I wonder if I can get it. I wonder if I can get it just by jumping out of the other cart instead of jumping into the next one. If I miss the cart, can I get the atom by jumping at it instead? Probably not. Probably not that talented. Oh, I got both! I got both! What a time to be alive. Alright, I can finally jump off this thing. Failing to collect some more stuff. Definitely failing. Right now it'd almost be better to lose a life, right? I knew you would. I believe in you. Thank you, cows. I really need that right now. Thank you. I don't know why I died. It's still not Dr. Evil Knievel bad. I believe Frownie is insane, but that's nothing new. Alright, my friends, I'm going to take a short BRB. Just need to step away for a brief moment. I will see you again in just a couple minutes. Thank you for helping to preserve what little sanity I have left during this playthrough. If you want to join me for the rest, just stand by.